And I do want to switch to gun violence, which continues to really run rampant in our country. You know this issue all too well. When you were in Congress, you represented the Uvalde, which, as we know, there was a school shooting there that claimed the lives of 21 victims. And as we sit here, according to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been 331 mass shootings this year to date. We're not live, so this number could really increase by the time this interview is published. And this is a problem that affects every single community in our country. So what would you do to immediately stop the mass shooting cycle in this country?
Sure. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do immediately to stop the mass shooting cycle. Look, I got an A rating from the NRA when I was in Congress. I'm a gun owner, and law-abiding gun owners recognize that some people shouldn't have weapons, and making sure that mental health is a priority. But also, you should be to get a semi-automatic, a high caliber rifle, you should be the same age as you need to be in order to buy a handgun. And that's 21. We also need to make sure that we have universal background checks. That's a basic one. When you look at a number of the shootings over the years, there was failures in that process. And then we need to be serious about mental health. We always talk about it, but do we know what to do if someone we knew said, "Hey, I'm going to go do something dangerous"? And the stat in this area that's really wild to me is 50% of our teenagers are worried about getting shot in school. That's about 30 million kids. Now factor their parents on top of that, right? Now you're adding, that's about 90 million Americans that are concerned about the safety of their school. And this is something that we need to be serious about. And both parties shouldn't be running to their corners and talking about the same things that they've been talking about, for 25 years. It's time to get serious. And universal background checks, 21 being the age, and seriously dealing with mental health is something that 80% of Americans agree on.